Hey Faithful, welcome and welcome back to another doll ranking video. Today we're going to be taking a look at and ranking all of the Barbie Extras dolls since that line has been discontinued, so there's not going to be any more, so I can do like a nice complete ranking here. I will say I am only going to be ranking like the proper full-size Barbie Extras. I'll be including like the full-size spin-off lines, I guess you could say, with the Barbie Extra Fancy as well as the Extra Fly, I think it was. But I'm not going to be doing the Extra Minis or the Mini Minis because, like, first of all, I just don't like most of those, so I feel like it wouldn't be super, super exciting, and I don't know that I'd have a lot of constructive criticism, but also that would just be way too many dolls, and I feel like it's better to just focus on the core of the line, so the basic Barbie Extras is what we'll be covering today. As with all my ranking videos, and honestly, just all of my videos in general, everything that I say is going to just be my opinion. You might disagree with me. I mean, some of you guys are definitely going to disagree with me on at least one of these, and that's totally chill. Just please do be civil about it if we don't share the same opinion. But yeah, there's quite a few dolls to get through today, so we can go ahead and jump on into it. If you do find yourself enjoying, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all of that typical jazz, that would be very helpful to me. But without further ado, let's start the ranking.
So, just as in every other ranking video I have ever done, it feels like I ran into some technological issues with this one. So basically, my screen recorder didn't work. I have used the like default screen recorder on my iPad, and then also used an app. And for a while, the app was working great, and now it is not, and it's just recording like a little clip every 3 minutes or so, which is not helpful. So I'm gonna be using other graphics to like show you guys what you need to be seeing. The viewing experience should hopefully still be fine, but whenever I make a reference to like drawing something on screen or circling something like that, just ignore it because it would have been in the screen recording, but it's not. Anyway, on with the video.
Alrighty, so as per usual, we are going to be doing the ranking in Procreate. And for this one, my tiers are kind of boring, kind of basic, but it will work. So we got perfect, so close, it's fine, mid, not it, and ew. I will say, normally when I do these videos, like normally when I prepare for these ranking videos, I prepare like 1, 2, maybe 3 days ahead of time before like when I need to film. I prepared this like a week and a half ago. Just like other stuff came up. So maybe even 2 weeks ago at this point. So I have forgotten so many things already somehow in that week and a half. So we're going in a little bit more blind even than usual, which should be fun. Anyway, starting off with Barbie Extra. Number one, Barbie Extras didn't have names. Like a lot of Barbie lines are like that where they don't have names for their dolls. They just have numbers. So I'm going to be saying a lot of numbers this video. Now, this is a doll that I actually do have, but I don't have her in any of her original outfit pieces anymore. She's actually in a swimsuit, and I display her with a Barbie pool that I have. I really did like this doll and this outfit when she first came out, but I do feel like I have since started to feel a little less kindly about it. I definitely don't dislike it. I think the base doll is really fun, and that's going to be a running theme here. Like, I do like her hairstyle and I like the pieces. The jacket is kind of iffy to me. I do actually really like her like bike short and then top set. Like, that's cute. I think the shoes down here is where it's definitely losing me. Like, I like them separately. Like, the socks could be chill if she came with tennis shoes, I think. And I like the boots separately. I just feel like the overall design is not working for me, and I feel so bad because like I really did like her when I got her, and I still like the base doll, but now I'm just like, as an outfit, this is maybe not it for me, so it's gonna go into not it. Next up, we have Barbie Extra number two. I like the vibes here. Like, I feel like this is really fun. Again, I like the base doll. She's got some cute makeup going on. I like a lot of her accessories, like the chunky jewelry and everything. I even like, honestly, the outfit, like, as a whole. It's not necessarily my style, but I do think it's really fun. The cellophane doesn't necessarily like last the longest always if you're like especially playing with it, but it is shimmery and shiny, and y'all know I'm a sucker for that. So I do like most of it. I honestly, I can't pinpoint anything that I'm like, ew, I don't like that. Because we're ignoring the pets. I should have said that. I'm just pretending those aren't there because 9 times out of 10, I don't feel anything good about them, and I don't feel like it's fair to judge the Barbie based off of the pet. So yeah, ignoring this guy, I can't pinpoint what it is that's like keeping me from being like, this is an actually cool doll, because I don't feel super strongly about it, but I do think it's solid, so I guess this one's gonna go into it's fine. Next up, number 3 here. Yeah, I don't like this one. I think the only piece that is kind of cool to me is I like the coat. It's a very like shaggy fur, it looks like, whereas I feel like that's not the most common type of faux fur used in dolls. So it's kind of different, kind of fun. I like the oversized silhouette of it and like how you kind of lose her arms. I think that's chill. But everything in the middle section here is just, it's not even that it's bad, it's just not doing anything for me. I think she's going to go into mid. I might be in a harsh mood today. I feel like when I do these rankings, like, not that I'm having a bad day, like, I'm having a perfectly fine day, but some days I'm just so much more critical of dolls than others. So, like, sorry to the Barbie extras if this is a rough day. Anyway, on to number 4. I feel like this one has cool vibes. I like the skateboard accessory. I think that that's a more fun accessory than a lot of the other ones that the Barbie extras got. Again, I like the base doll. I think this jacket is sick. Like, it just looks actually nice quality and everything. The tie-dye underneath, I don't mind. The white shorts are kind of basic. Like, this is all chill. What is killing it for me is these girl power earrings. I'm sorry. Like, if you like that sort of thing, you're absolutely like allowed to like that. It's not hurting anyone. So I'm not trying to disparage you if you like this sort of thing, but to me it's just so cliche and kitschy and just not fun. Like when I see stuff that reads like girl power like that, it just makes me feel very like I don't want to like bring generations into this because I feel like that's like a weirdly sensitive topic, but it just feels very like millennial graphic tee. I brought generations into it. Or it also feels like very just little kiddish. Like I feel like I would see young people wearing this, and that's fine for young people, but this is very clearly like not designed to be a young person. And I don't know, like the girl power is just not the vibe for me. I think overall she's going to go into it's fine because I do like a lot of her pieces, but yeah, that really. I know it's just the earrings, but like it bothers me. On to number 5. I did feature this one in my video where I fixed Barbie Extras, heavy quotations there. Just like did a little edit. As is, though, I really want to like this. Specifically, I am obsessed with the hair blend. I think it is so pretty, and I really like the jacket. However, everything else is like mid to bad for me. So I'm gonna pop her into mid. Next up, we have one of the pack exclusives. So if you weren't following the Barbie Extras super closely, they would release like a line, like a series of them, and it would be typically 4, I think, dolls, but then they would later come out with a 5-pack where it had the 4 dolls from that line, but also like a pack exclusive, which like is cool in the sense of like if you are someone who wants all of them, that's super convenient. But it's kind of one of those things where it's not convenient at all if you buy the other 4 because you like them and then you find out about the pack. That's the worst. Anyway, wow. I love the base doll. I feel like the Barbie Extra base dolls are so pretty. Like in general, a lot of Barbie base dolls are just so gorgeous. What do I not like? This is actually not that bad. I think I maybe don't like the daisy print. I feel like it doesn't go with the overall vibe because I feel like with the hair and like the chunky jewelry and everything, with the fanny pack and like the skirt, I actually really like this skirt. Even the socks and the boots, it's giving like slightly tougher, slightly edgier, like not like proper alternative, but like just there's a hint of edge there, I guess you would say. But the graphic tee and the daisies is kind of like not working as well for me personally. I actually really love the silhouette. But yeah, I don't know about the daisies. I do want to say though, I have made this complaint several times. So like, sorry, I just have to repeat myself. In case you haven't seen my other videos, I have made the complaint before that a lot of Barbie designs are extremely top heavy, where everything interesting is happening right here. And then this bottom section is just completely ignored. I feel like this is a good example of Barbie not doing that. I think having these socks down here really helps balance out the outfit. So sorry, I just want to like throw that out there. I think I'm gonna put her in It's Fine. Because like I've spent all that time kind of critiquing it, but for the most part, I actually like most of what she comes with. So on to number 6. I want to like this, but I just don't. Um, the necklace is fine outside of the girl's rule. I like the idea of like the chunky necklace with the charms. That's fun. And I like the hair color. prime example of all of the visual weight is right here, and then there's just nothing happening here though. I'm gonna put her in mid. There's not anything like outright offensive that I'm like, ew, I hate that. I just don't really feel that strongly. Number 7 is another one that I have, and another one that is currently in a swimsuit. I think actually all of my Barbie extras are in swimsuits. I just like they just ended up being the ones that got redressed and got put in the pool display. I will say this little stole situation here was a favorite cat toy for a minute. My cat did like playing with it. I do actually like the outfit. I think her hair is really fun. Like this is just kind of a different style. The crimps are cool. The different colors of the elastics I really like. And I still have her in this hairstyle. Obviously, like I said, not the same outfit, but I kept the hairstyle the same because I do think that it is quite fun. And I do like the shirt. I really would like to find a way to reuse it in like another doll restyling because I feel really happy with her in the swimsuit that she's in. Like I feel like she looks good in my little swim display. So I don't want to put her back into it, but I do think the shirt is funky and different and interesting. So I would like to find a use for that on one of the dolls. The shoes are fine. The shorts are kind of basic, but they're whatever. I'm actually going to put her in so close. I wouldn't call her perfect because I feel like if she was perfect, I wouldn't have wanted to redress her, or like I wouldn't have been willing to redress her. I would have been like, no, she has to stay in that. You know what I'm saying? But I do like the pieces. So I think so close is a good ranking. Number 8. This is so opposite everything that I like. I feel like this particular style of jacket is something that Mattel has been doing for a while now. Like they're repeating this sort of style quite frequently. We'll see it a few times here in this video. It's been done in Monster High, I think, with Claudine's core refresh doll, although I think it looks better on her than on most of these. This one in particular, like I just am not feeling the vibe here. The visor and like the pleated skirt and everything. This is genuinely bad to me. So it's going in ew. Number 9, I want to like so bad. I don't remember which video it was, but I know I talked about her in some point. I really like this like capelet sort of situation. I don't know exactly what the construction is there because like I don't have the doll, so I can't unbox her and like touch it, and I haven't seen reviews of it because I just wasn't interested. But I don't know what like how that's sewn, so I don't know exactly what to call that, whether it's a jacket or a capelet or what. I do think it's fun though. Like I think it's a very interesting piece, and I feel like it could be cool to style in other ways. I don't even dislike how it's styled here. The rainbow is maybe a bit much for the dress for me personally, but even that isn't the deal breaker. No, what the deal breaker is the graphic text shine bright like the stars, because like you don't have to put that on there. And I think a lot of Barbie Extras lines or like Barbie Extras dolls suffered for this because I feel like so many of them had interesting designs, but they just got slapped with that graphic tee or like a slogan or whatever, and it just almost never looks as good as it would have if you had just left it alone and just had the print on there. It's very frustrating to me because of that, because it's like the whole dress. That's the other thing, is it's not like it's just up here and it's like, ooh, shine bright like a diamond or shine bright like the stars, whatever. And most of it is fine. It's the whole thing. And it honestly really ruins it for me. So I'm going to put that into not it. Number 10, you know what's funny is I feel like when she first came out, I thought she was one of the worst. And I still don't think she's good. But I do think that she is not as horrific as I thought before. I like the color of her hair. And I think what the situation is, first of all, the same print did not need to be on the jacket and the shirt and the pants. Like, to me, that's just a little bit too much. But the bigger thing for me is I like the colors on the jacket. I feel like they're like, I'm going to just kind of get rid of this for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. This feels very complimentary in terms of the colors. Even the purple that I just coincidentally had is not that bad. That feels nice. Like that feels cohesive. That feels like it works together as a color palette. But adding in the orange, I just don't think that it works. Like especially this particular tone of orange, I feel like with her skin tone, like a different orange, not necessarily with this outfit, but a different orange could look amazing on her. This particular orange, I'm just not really feeling it, which is crazy because orange is my favorite color. So you know it has to be bad for me to be trash talking orange. But I do just feel like this would have been so much better if maybe the top and bottoms were a different color and had a different, less intense print. Like this doll could be so cool. I think I'm gonna put her into mid because I do feel like there's some good elements there, but kind of missed the mark. Oh dear God. Okay. So this was one of the Barbie Extra Deluxe dolls, which again, if you weren't familiar, they came with like a bunch of clothing pieces, and a lot of clothing pieces were kind of interestingly constructed so that you could use them in different ways. Like it would be a like elasticated like circle skirt sort of situation. So you could have it as a circle skirt, but you could also put it like around the top of a dress to kind of create like a ruffled top. So I appreciate the ingenuity there. However, all of the prints were absolutely hideous. Like I had to pick an image of just like one to kind of use for this video. But these packs were so ugly for absolutely no reason. She has to go into ew. Like if I account for everything that I know she comes with, she has to go into ew. And this was the other deluxe doll. So you can kind of see what I'm saying here with like the layering, because I believe this purple piece is all separate. And then the rose dress is like a tube dress, I think. And then this piece is like separate. So it's supposed to be like a layered skirt, or like this. You can use it as a ruffle at the bottom. And nothing wrong with like the base dolls on these, but the execution, even like the idea, there's nothing wrong with the idea. I think that's creative. I like the concept of having these pieces of fabric that you can use in multiple ways. So it's like more fun for kids to play with and design and like do stuff. But why did you have to make the prints and everything so like clashy and so ugly and just uh gross? It goes into ew. Okay, this was another pack exclusive, and this one honestly slaps. Like this is such a vibe. This is very opposite the typical Barbie nothing on the feet thing. I just think this is actually so fun. For once, it feels like a nice limited cohesive color palette. Like there's not 72 different colors in there. It's just like here's the blue and here's like the white and the silver, and it just feels so nice. The polka dots are like, if I'm gonna nitpick, the polka dots on the outfit aren't necessarily my favorite, but I love the hair. I love the little bit of graphic eyeliner that we've got on here. I love the leg warmers and everything. Like this is genuinely fun. It's sad that, yeah, she was a pack exclusive, because honestly, I would have been into this Barbie if it wasn't like you have to buy a whole pack to get her. But she gets to be the first one who goes up into perfect, which is great because I was starting to get a little worried that I wasn't going to put any in there. Barbie Extra number 11 is my personal nemesis because this is not a good photo for seeing it, but she has very long hair. Like it's this long, rope braided, vibrant green hair and a cool face. Like she is honestly one of my favorite base dolls from the Barbie Extra line, and her outfit is just not it. Honestly, like even the necklace and the earrings, like that stuff is a vibe. This I could do without. The entire outfit, like I'm trying not to curse because in general I just try not to like curse tons on this channel, but this is fucking ugly. Like it's just so gross. There's not a single piece of it, of like the clothing proper, that I genuinely like, and it's so distressing to me. She's obviously going to go down into ew. Number 12, I think this is the last Barbie Extra that I own. So I do have this doll, and again, she is currently wearing a swimsuit. My Barbie Extras just really need to take a dip in the pool. That's the problem here. But I do actually like her outfit. I think this like it's kind of harder to see in the stock photo, but she has like this funky little like poncho situation with daisies printed on it, and it is like a plastic, but it's really honestly kind of fun. Like it's kind of a vibe, and I do like the matching shorts and shirt set. It just is really cute. Like the stuff that she comes with, I genuinely do think is fun, and I do want to find a way to like repurpose some of it somehow onto some doll in my collection. Who knows what doll that will end up being, but I would like to at some point be able to use these pieces because I do think they're really fun. She's going to go into So Close as well, because much like the last one that I mentioned that I have, I feel like I can't put her in perfect since I changed her, but she's up there. Number 13 is just not really for me. Like I like the necklace and I like the flannel, but the like cut up jersey, I don't know. I'm not a sports person, so like I'm kind of biased against it, but it's just not working for me. She's going to go into not it. Number 14. Now, I did include this one in my editing, like fixing Barbie Extras video as well. That one was just because I was like, okay, a little bit of contrast would make her even better. That being said, I still do think this is a really, really fun doll just because this is so Barbie to me. Like, it's the Barbie pink, it's got the Barbie logo on it, it's like literally pink everywhere. This one just feels very quintessentially Barbie, and I really appreciate it, like, for being that. Like, I just am glad that this exists. She's not a doll I would buy, but I do think she's got some cool factor to her, so she gets to go up into so close. I don't know. I don't know what it is because, like, I don't think I like her, but I can't really pinpoint anything as being bad. You know what I'm saying? I actually quite like the skirt. Her glasses are kind of fun. I guess she's gonna go in. It's fine because I can't tell you why I'm not a big fan. Number 16, I considered getting on several occasions. I think what stopped me was the face. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not always the best at identifying the faces, but I think this is the Millie face. And it's just not my favorite. Like, I don't think it's terrible, but it's not my favorite. And I already had, by the time like I was seeing this Barbie Extra in stores, this one here who has the same like face sculpt. So I like the outfit a lot. I just, this is one of the rare ones. Like every other one I've said, oh, I like the base doll, but I don't like this about the outfit. I like this whole outfit. I just don't like the base doll. Like, they almost never line up for me. So she's gonna go into so close as well because I feel like if it was a different base doll, that would have been crazy. Like, number 17, this is just simply not my vibe. I don't necessarily think that it's horrible, but it is not for me. So it's going to go into not it. Number 18, I feel like I've talked about this doll a lot. If you just like crop out those feeties, this is adorable. The hair is fun. She's got kind of like the thick eyeliner going on. The jersey like doesn't offend me in this regard. The jacket has a proper little zipper on there, which is just such a nice detail. Why would you do this? I'm genuinely never going to stop being upset about that. She gets to go into so close because if they gave her different shoes, I would have bought that doll. But like, instead, they gave her socks and heels, which, like, sometimes I do like socks and heels. But with that outfit, she needed either chunky sneakers or thick boots. And those were the two options that were right, and they went with none of them. 19 is hard, okay? Because, like, ultimately speaking, I think this is one of the best Barbie extras that the line produced. I think she is so fun and so cool and so different. That being said, I think she could have been even better if they leaned more into the like alternative route instead of kind of trying to balance it out with like the unicorns and ice cream on here, or especially if they had added some painted detail to these shoes. I think this could have been a knock it out of the park doll. Even with those complaints, though, I think I'm going to have to put her into perfect because, like I said, even with those things being true, I still think this is one of the best Barbie extras to be made. So, like, I feel like I can't put her anywhere but in perfect. Then number 20. This one is sad to me because, like, she's just not for me. The semi-transparent cowboy boots, like, I always talk about the fact that I like semi-transparent items with dolls. I think that like the kind of clear jelly shoes are fun. I like a good like the Fierce Neonlicious has like a, gosh, what do you call that, like an overall skirt, I think it is, that's kind of transparent. I like that as an element, but cowboy boots for some reason is just like, that one doesn't work for me in my brain. And when I can't get down with that, you know it's bad. The shorts feel like, or they look very cheap to me. The top, I guess, isn't terrible. Definitely, I feel like most of the budget went to this proper knitted sweater, and it is incredible. Like, it is a really cool piece, but it's the only piece of hers that I feel like I really resonate with. So I have to put her in mid. And I feel kind of bad, but I have to put her in mid. Okay, so now we're bringing it to the Barbie Extra Fancy. We're already almost done. I thought there were more. Dang. Did I miss some? I don't think so. Anyway, breaking into Barbie Extra Fancy. So this one I did almost buy on several occasions. Didn't end up going with it. I couldn't tell you why. Maybe it was the price. Maybe like I just didn't like the price point, and by the time she went on clearance, I just wasn't feeling as excited. I don't really know. I do think this is cool though. Again, it's like a very pink, like very Barbie type of Barbie. So I do really, really like this. Do I want to put her in perfect? Uh, yeah, I think I am actually. I think that's a fun doll. Even though I didn't buy it in the end, I still think that's a fun one. Okay, sorry. Another Barbie Extra Fancy doll. This one is so cool to me. And again, I almost bought this on several occasions. The teddy bear print, I kind of oscillate on. Like some days I'm like, that's kind of fun and different. And some days I'm not really a big fan. But mostly what I love is the cut of everything. Like I just think it's so cool. The way that like the ribbons crisscross over the dress is so pretty. I love the cut of like this sort of like shawl cape situation that she's got going on. I like the sheerness of it, the way it kind of adds something behind her, but you can still see through it so it doesn't feel crazy heavy. I even think in this case, the socks and the heels was done in a nice way. Like it feels cohesive with the outfit. Another one that I couldn't tell you why I didn't end up purchasing her, but I didn't. But I still think she's cool and she's going into perfect. Now, this one's probably actually my favorite Barbie Extra ever created. So like that tells you right away where she's gonna go. I just think her face and like her base style in general is so beyond gorgeous. I love this color of hair. I already said orange is my favorite color. This like is such a beautiful color of orange on her. It's so long and so pretty. I like the floral detail. It does have like this plastic overpiece that some people aren't a big fan of, but she does have full pants underneath and she looks just as good if you take off like the plastic piece and just have the pants. Like this is such a pretty doll to me and I don't know why. Like I really do think 90% of it comes down to the base doll. Like her face and that hair is just so stunning together. I love her, so obviously she's going into perfect. That brings us to the extra fly line, which is going to be the end here. So just a few more dolls to get through. This one, I didn't write down like where they're supposed to go to because that seemed like a lot of effort. Obviously, kind of a more tropical one. I feel like I like so many pieces of this, but I don't necessarily like them all together. She definitely needs, in my opinion, less jewelry like this. I feel like could have gone. And maybe some of the colors could have changed. I think she's going to go into mid, and I feel bad. But I like some of her pieces. It's just, a little too much all at once. This is the Extra Fly Ken, which is actually the only Barbie Extra Ken we ever got, which is so sad because I would have loved to have seen a Ken in this line that wasn't like specifically vacation themed. Like I would have liked him in just the mainstream line and see like what sort of Ken they would have released for that. But alas, that didn't happen. That being said, I think he's cute. He's like not the most exciting ever to me, but I do think that he is like cohesive and fun. I like that they gave him colorful hair. That's just something kind of different. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him, so he goes into it's fine. This one, ooh, she's tough. This is like a wintry themed one. And I really, really love this bodysuit. Like, I think the bodysuit is super cute. It glitters, so it's easy to get me with that. And I like the jacket and everything too. I don't know. Maybe it's the face again. Because honestly, like, I mean, I'm not obsessed with this belt here, but the jacket and the bodysuit is such a nice start. And I even think that the snow boots are really cute. The fact that they match the jacket is so nice. So I don't know what it is holding her back for me. Something is. And I think it might be the face. So we're gonna put her in so close. This Barbie Extra Fly, I want to like, but I just don't. I think there's too much going on, too many colors, not enough painted detail on stuff like this. Like it just doesn't look right to me. The heavy quotations patches on her jacket are absolutely killing what would be my favorite piece because I think the fringe is very fun and the pink is very Barbie, but the like printed on patches are just so kitschy and dumb to me. I don't know. This is not it. That's where it's going. And then lastly for the video and also for the extra fly line, we have this one who I think was like safari themed. Honestly, this one is cute. Like this is what I mean by I know it's Barbie Extra. Like I know the whole point was to be over the top and crazy. And you can do that in a super fun way. But I feel like most of the time, not most of the time necessarily looking at these rankings, I feel like a lot of the time these dolls kind of just feel like design vomited on them. And it was just like throwing darts at a wall. Oh, yeah, add this jacket, add that shirt, add these shoes. But it doesn't feel like a look. This one is literally head to toe pink and gold, not very subtle colors. Like, it's not a baby pink. This is hot pink and then bright gold with leopard print. We're going to go with leopard print all over. Like, this is not a subtle outfit. This very much is an extra outfit, but it looks so much better than so many of them because it's extra in a intentional feeling way. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like, this doesn't feel like an accident. This feels like, hey, I want to go absolutely all out with this outfit. Let me be really out there and really bold and have all of this fun, but let me do it in a purposeful way. Surely I like this. I don't know why I just stuttered so much there. But I do think this is a good one. And I just wish that more of the Barbie extras had been kind of like this, because I feel like if more of them had been more cohesive, maybe the line would have done better. Anyway, though, I would not purchase her. So I mean, I have other ones that I didn't purchase in Perfect. You know what, whatever. We're going to end on a bang. We're going to say this is a really good one because even though I don't know that I would buy her, I feel like the design is really nice. So she's popping up into Perfect for me, which brings us to a shockingly positive end of this video. We started out so rough. Like, we started out and I was nervous because I really thought at one point that it was going to be like only it's fine and down. But we kind of picked it up towards the end here. We got a little bit better. This is shockingly well balanced for me, actually. Hold on, I want to count. So yeah, I've got $6 in Perfect, 6 in So Close, 5 in It's Fine, 6 in Mid, 5 in Not It, and 4 in Ew. That's an extremely even spread. I wish I had thought to count up dolls like this sooner so I could kind of know what my normal statistics are, because I'm a nerd. But that's so interesting to see that it is such an even spread there. And that the tier with like the least is Ew tier. So that's cool that even the dolls that I tend to not like, there's usually at least one redeeming factor, I guess. But yes, guys, that is going to be it for today. I have ranked all of the Barbie extras. I simultaneously feel like that was so much faster than I expected. Like, we hit the end a lot faster, but I also feel like I talked a lot. So I feel like the video is still going to be kind of long. So hopefully it was a fun one for you. As I said before, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on these dolls in the comments down below. And also just kind of as a whole, like the entire line, because I feel like Barbie Extra had so much potential, but they just completely miss the mark so often. And I honestly feel like, I mean, granted, my ranking is obviously subjective, but I feel like if Barbie Extra had consistently put out dolls that were like the best of Barbie Extra, I feel like maybe the line would still be going. Because like they definitely had some bangers. They just also had so many rough ones. So those are my thoughts. Love to hear yours, but I am done yapping for today, guys. So again, I hope you were able to enjoy the video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.